A mother's tears, a nation's outcry, and a race against time. A Kenyan woman faces execution in Vietnam for drug trafficking. Can the government save her? And who really sent her to her death row fate? This is Sauti Mzalendo, where the truth speaks louder. Let's dive in. Imagine receiving a call that your loved one has just hours to live, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. That is the nightmare facing the family of Margaret Nduta Macharia, a 37-year-old Kenyan woman sentenced to death in Vietnam. Arrested at Ho Chi Minh City's airport with 2 kilograms of cocaine in her luggage, she now waits for execution set for tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. But here's the twist. Margaret claims she didn't even know she was carrying drugs. She says a man only known as John gave her the bag and promised her $1,300 for delivery, a promise that has now become a death sentence. Vietnam is known for its unforgiving drug laws. Just 600 grams of heroin or cocaine can send you straight to the execution room. Margaret had over 2 kilos. The verdict? Death. Her mother, Purity Wangwai, is desperate. She has no money to travel to Vietnam, no way to see her daughter one last time. In Muranga, she pleads with the government, with President Ruto, with anyone who can help. Please bring my daughter home, even if she has to serve life in prison. And now, Kenyans are demanding action. Leaders like Senator Richard Onyonka and MP Babu Owino are calling for urgent intervention. They want the government to plead for clemency, to save a life that might have been tricked into this dangerous game. But let's pause for a moment. How did Margaret even get to this point? She traveled through 3 major international airports, Nairobi, Ethiopia, and Qatar, without getting caught. How did no one notice the drugs until she landed in Vietnam? And most importantly, who is this John who sent her? Because Margaret won't be the first or the last victim. The Kenyan government has now stepped in, promising to do everything possible to stop the execution. Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Korea Sinkoei says they are negotiating with Vietnam to spare her life, but with less than 24 hours left, is it too little too late? As we speak, Margaret is facing her final night. She will have her last meal at 7:30 p.m., knowing that at 8:30 p.m. she will face the firing squad, a life about to end, for a crime she says she didn't know she was committing. But here's the bigger question. How many more young Kenyans will fall for these traps, these so-called opportunities that end in tragedy? This is not just about Margaret. This is about every young person being used as a pawn in international drug cartels. Margaret's story is painful. If she was innocent, then this is a tragedy beyond words. If she knew, then we must ask, why are our young people risking their lives for quick cash? Either way, one thing is clear. The Kenyan government must act faster, because next time it could be another Kenyan, another daughter, another son, and another mother crying for help. This is Sauti Mzalendo, the voice of the people for the people. Over to you. What do you think? Should Kenya do more to protect its citizens from such situations? Let's hear your thoughts.